Hey texAu fans, Ian here from Hyperise. Exciting news from a Hyperise and texAu perspective. We now have a new integration within texAu, the Hyperise personalized shortlinks. You may be wondering what a personalized shortlink is, so let's first of all just jump in, and I'll jump into LinkedIn to show an example. So here you can see I've got a message to, in this case, Denise, and you can see I've got the actual text element. And then we've included this link. You can see in this case it's branded to hyperise.com, but within your Hyperise account you can brand this to any domain that you wish, including the subdomain, in this case link as well. This element is what's this element here of the URL is what's created dynamically with the new texAu integration. But when we share these personalized short links, in this case in LinkedIn, but also in a Facebook Messenger message, or a Twitter message, or even a Slack message, anywhere that show dynamic previews of a URL essentially, what we'll get is this personalized preview of the link. And so in this case you can see we've got a personalized image, obviously personalized in this case he's self-employed, but put him through the business name, and also you can see underneath the personalized image we've got the title here, which is also personalized. In this case, obviously, we've got his name pulled through in the image, and underneath. Also, when we click this, it's going to take us through to a personalized page that's going to give us, in this case, obviously, in this, we're going to see this personalization in this video.
Hi, Anis.
Anis.
Did you know videos generate?
But you can see, you get the idea. That the personalized short link, just this link, will kind of create this dynamic preview of whatever personalized image you've selected. And when that's clicked, it will take you through to any destination URL. If that destination URL is one that you can control, then you can personalize that as well, with your call to actions, etc. Otherwise, you could just send them through to maybe a calendar link or some other direct call to action URL that you use in your campaigns. So hopefully that's given you an idea of how they look, and how we can kind of use them in social outreach. Now let's go to texAu and see how we can now recreate this in our own campaign. So I'm going to just recreate that there. I'm going to start off with LinkedIn. Like I said, there are other channels that we can use that in as well. In fact, all of these ones. But I'm going to start off with LinkedIn. I'm going to maybe just do a search. So let's find, let's just do extract profiles from a search, and in the cookie, maybe we'll just search for SDRs, and now what we're going to do is scrape the profiles of those. So we've got lots of lovely data. So let's spell it right first of all. Scrape profile, and again let's drop out a variable in here in the profile URL. Let's do that as well. There we go. Right, okay, so now we've got that. Now what we do is add in this new step of using the Hyperise integration. So let's add that in there. You see we've only got one option right now, which is the personalized short link, so you can't go wrong there. And then what we see, essentially we've got a bunch of different options. The first of those is your Hyperise API token. So if you haven't got one of those already, within your account you can just go to settings, and then within API, you see I've already created mine, create API token. Then within texAu, I've just added it as a variable, so I can use it whenever I need it. So I can see I've got my Hyperise API token there, drops it in. Then for the image template hash, if we click the insert variables option here, what that will do is use your API key to pull through all of your image templates. So if I wanted to use my my coffee GIF that we saw before, I can select that one there, and then I can put in my destination URL here. So in my case, let's just copy it, just being lazy here. It was Loom demo. You can see we do append an additional pot onto this, which is what enables the personalization, but we don't need to add that in. So we can just put in the destination wherever we want. Like I say, that could be anything at all. And then finally, we've got our page title and description, because then that we saw, you can see in this LinkedIn example, the title here displayed underneath. In other platforms, say such as Slack, they'll also display a description as well. So we can either we can add some variables in here. So for example, we could have first name. I made this for, and say let's put in company name in there. Job company name. There we go. And then I'm just going to add something else in here. Again, we can use the variables, and we're just going to go with, let's just say, company name report. Now we've got our basic details of the image we're going to use, the destination where we're going to send them to, and the title and description that are going to appear underneath the image. And then finally what we need is the data, the personalization data we're going to send into this image. So we can add in fields here, and obviously we can just do this based on the data that we know we want to personalize on the landing page, and maybe also the image as well. So we're going to use first name, so we're going to add in the variable that we use for first name in Hyperise, which is first_name, and we can add that, and then we can add in the variable for that. So in this case, we're going to use first name, and we can just go through and just add in all the variables that we want. So in this case, I'm going to go business name. I'm going to add that in there, and I'm going to add it, max it up to the variable which we know in here, somewhere around here, company name. And we can go through depending on what sort of personalization we want. Ideally, if we can get either a business email or a website, then that will enable us to do further firmographic enrichment on the Hyperise side and pull things like logos, etc. Also, if we want to use the profile image, we might want to use that, which we've gotten from LinkedIn. So profile_URL, let's add that, and that profile URL is what we would match up to the profile image. So I know it's easy to find in this one, profile picture. So that's going to push through the profile picture, and we can go through and add these. Maybe we also would want email and website in there as well. So let's add that, the variable for that. Oh, it's a long list, isn't it? There we go. And then website, let's add that. And again, the variable in here. Company domain, right? So that's now we've got all of the bits of data that we could use. So even if it's like we've got a Gmail, we've still got the domain in there, so that's going to enable that firmographic personalization. So we've got all of that. All of that data is going to be pushed through to the image to personalize that. But also, as we saw, that reference we're going to create is all of that data is going to be associated with that. So whenever we use that, it's going to personalize the page, but also then obviously the website personalization will drop a cookie, enabling this personalization to continue for that prospect even without that URL. So now we've got all that, we can add our final step here, which again within LinkedIn, send a message. Typing's a bit shoddy there, wasn't it? Send a message, and then here what we can do is obviously we can I won't bore you with writing a full message here. We'll hide first name, and then what we can do from an invariable perspective is add the personalized short link, and saying that will just show like that, and then obviously once we've added our message, that link is obviously going to unfurl and dynamically preview as we saw within LinkedIn, with the image and the title underneath. We don't need to do anything with the image URL in this case. Obviously, we do need to complete the profile again, which we're going to just pull from there. But other than that, we should be good to go. And now we've got this sequence that's going to extract from a search, extract the profile. So we've got lots of extra personalized data. We're going to create a personalized short link using that data, and then we're going to send that personalized short link in a message. In this case, in LinkedIn, or I said it could work on pretty much any social profile where you can send a message that will show that dynamic preview. So hopefully that's given you a good overview. One final thing to take note of, as you mentioned before, when we're talking about API, we can also, whilst we're in settings, go to custom domain, and this is where you can create your custom link. So you can see in my case, I'm using link.hyperise.com. You can set whatever custom domain you want for obviously any domain that you control, where you're able to add a DNS setting, simple to DNS elements, and you're good to go with your own custom domain. I hope this video has been useful, and you're going to see some great results out of these personalized short links. It's definitely worth a go. Give it a shot in your campaigns. I look forward to hearing about your success stories. Until then, catch you later. Bye-bye.